Working. Hopefully the mic is working. Hello chat. What's up? We're back at it. It's been a minute. It's not been a minute. It's been a week. But we stream every week, so it's consistency. Anyways, dude, crazy stuff that just happened. I mean, I just came back from Amsterdam, just came back from a quick Euro run. I went to this show called IBC in Amsterdam, and it's basically stands for International Broadcasting Convention, and there's like Adobe there, and there's like Sony and like all the video editing stuff. But they're doing like all these Premiere Pro beta demos and a lot of crazy stuff. And I kind of want to use this stream to like go over all the new features in Premiere. And then also, I don't know if you guys heard about this like Film Impact acquisition that Adobe just did, and it really makes the plugin, or it really makes Premiere Pro insane. Really quickly, I'm just gonna check to make sure that my mic is good. If you cannot hear me, please put it in the chat. Let me open up my chat window as well. Okay, yes, sir. Okay, should be working. We should be good. Anyways, guys, look, I need to show you this. So Film Impact is like a plugin site. Like they used to sell their own plugins, right? And now they sell they got acquired into Adobe, and they were like built inside of Premiere. So the way you access it is you go to Window, you hit Extensions, and then you hit Film Impact Dashboard. And also from the title of this live stream, there is Rotoscoping in Premiere Pro. Surprise, surprise, no? Is that crazy? I'll get into that in just a bit. But every time I use it, it kind of loads right here. It kind of gets stuck. So, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Anyways, we're gonna go to some Film Impact transitions. So you can see Film Impact transitions look like that. It's just the plugin that they used to sell already, but now it's just included inside of Premiere Pro. And then I think they're going to work on like including some of these in the effects panels. Might I be wrong? Let me see. Okay. Yes. So if you look right here and then you search FI, and this is Premiere Pro Beta, by the way, not Alpha. So if you're Alpha male, you cannot use Premiere. I'm just playing. So you can see right here, Film Impact has its own category in the effects panel, and then they also have their dashboard over here as well. So particular, what is my favorite are the transitions. So you can see we have like two cuts right here, right? And what's really cool is, I mean, it's been around, but like you can add these transitions, and it's just really simple stuff kind of, but it really helps save a lot of time. So for example, let's do this one over here, push. We select both of the clips, and then we just hit apply, and then instantly it adds a transition. And if you play it out, it's really slow like that. But what I've noticed is a lot of these transitions are just the same transitions that we've been doing for music videos like already. So if I squeeze it down, we get this crazy, just very, very simple. Maybe I can do it like on the beat as well. See, swides and just like super easy, simple stuff. But anyways, it does help save a lot of time, because this would have been a adjustment layer, and then you have to expand. It's just a lot of things that you'd have to do manually. Anyways, maybe not this one. I don't like this one as much. I did another one. Let me see. Chroma leaks. There's a bunch of crazy stuff in here. Oh, zoom blur. This is a cool one. So you select them, you hit apply, and then you see we got this crazy zoom blur. But once again, if you squeeze it down, it can actually look pretty cool. Like, there you go. Now you have some energy. And on top of that, if you use the AutoEdit plugin, unsubtle plug for the plugin, then you can come over here to camera shakes, and then you can just hit apply, and I'm gonna apply some of these camera shakes from my plugin. Boom, boom. There you go. We got some crazy energy going on. Let me pick another one. Random. Boom. Look at that. Oops, sorry. It's kind of loading still. Sometimes I move it too fast, but it's when it says working, please wait, you have to wait. Look at that. Is that not cool? How long would this take if you had to keyframe this? How long would this take if you had to keyframe this? It would take a lot of time. I made this in 2 clicks, and one of these effects is free. It's in Premiere Pro Beta. So anyways, I think this is really cool. Let me show you some other cool stuff they made though. So that's just the zoom one. Let's delete this. Dude, I don't know if you can hear, my computer is really heating up right now. I don't know what's going on. When I hit my battery, it says Adobe Desktop Service. I don't know what that is, but it's using a lot of my power. Okay, so we can go over here to Essentials. There's other stuff. Dude, I'm telling you, like some of these things, not to say it was overdue, but yeah, it was definitely overdue, but it does help save so much time. It's so simple. A flash transition. Flash transition. That's it. That's all we've been needing. And yeah, I'd have to do this with the adjustment layer, and it, you know, it'd have to be exposure, and you can even tell there's a little bit of blur going on in here as well. Like they really went all out. And then there's chroma as well. Look at, you can definitely tell there's some chroma edges going on with this blur or with the light exposure. So it just feels so much more realistic. And then if you squeeze it down like this to just a couple frames, you can get a really cool, just like flashes. We've been doing these for music videos forever. Film Impact Dashboard is the new acquisition that Adobe made. So it is it's completely free, and it's going to be in the newest updated Premiere Pro. Right now it's only available for Premiere Pro beta, but it's you can use it. It's going to be coming to Premiere soon. So anyways, look at this, like just super simple stuff, but really helpful. Also, there's some like Sapphire level stuff in Film Impact as well. Let me see. Oh, guys, look at this one. This one's my favorite. Let me delete these camera shakes. So kaleidoscope. Oh, sorry. I have to select my 2 layers, of course, and then I hit apply the transition. Like, come on, just stuff like this. Stuff like this is so cool. No? Is it just me? I don't know. I think it's cool that we finally get stuff it's just very, like I said, very simple, but it really helps speed up the process, and you can get some really cool looking effects. And even if you do this, let's do logos. Oh, here we go. Oops, deleted OFI. Let me get a logo real quick. So if I do this kaleidoscope effect on logos, it looks crazy. Watch. EP logo. Where did I put it? Oh, here you go. Okay, 11% logo, right? So you can scale it down to something like this. Oh my goodness. I'm okay. I promise I'm okay. And then I come back to my Film Impact dashboard, select both of these, and I hit apply. Wait. Look at this. Yo, is that not cool? Come on. Like, it's just so much simple stuff. Like I said, it's not crazy new. It's not like they invented, I'm not saying they invented kaleidoscopes or whatever, but just the fact of how easy it is to apply. And I didn't animate anything. I just literally, if I delete this, you know what you'll see? This is what you see. But when I add anyways, you get the idea. You get the point. I think it's cool, no? What do you think? And it's cool that it's free. The keyframes are so smooth too. Yes, they're definitely smooth. And there's a bunch of other stuff in here as well too. So kaleidoscope one is like, okay, but like what if you want to do VHS effect? They got it. You hit apply, and then boom, instantly you get some crazy looking VHS effects, and it even has that like the channel blur on it as well. So let's scale this down a bit. Boom, fire, no? And then on top of this, I always recommend, adding your own overlays. Plug in, plug again. CRT effects right here, boom, applied from my AutoEdit plugin, and then that way I have some CRT effects right after the glitch. Yeah, that looks cool, no? And also, I got to show you this as well. So let me turn off this bottom layer. They made their own glow effect. So it's literally like Sapphire. Dude, I'm telling you, so many things from Sapphire. I'm not gonna say it's like obsolete. I still love Sapphire. Probably gonna use Sapphire still, but it's just super cool that they added their own like Sapphire level effects. So this one right here is called Wonder Glow. I don't know if I applied it. Did I apply it? Yeah, I applied it. It's very subtle, but I'll show you what you can do to increase it. So you just go over here to intensity, and you can increase the intensity. It's like glow. It's literally like optical glow or sapphire glow. Maybe not like optical glow is, I would still say, is a little bit better in my opinion, but it does a lot of the like work already off the bat that you wouldn't have to get that. So look, that's Wondershare, or sorry, Film Impact Glow. Let me show you the optical glow that I use. When I use optical glow, I think it's called, oh damn, I'm on beta, I forget. I have like all these presets made, and then yeah, okay, so this is optical glow, right? And I increase the size on it. Beautiful as ever. How much does AutoEdit cost? AutoEdit is $99 right now, but for a limited time, actually. Oh my god, I should be promoting this, because the reason being so is we're making a new feature which is going to do B-roll detection. So if you get it right now, you'll get it for $99, but next week it's going to be $150, unfortunately, because it was so much work. I'll show you what it can do. It can automatically select B-roll now, which is really cool. I'm super excited for this feature, but oh my gosh, I'm okay. Yeah, anyways, this is, look at, so this is optical glow, right? And then I turn it off. This is Film Impact Glow. Relatively the same, no? And it's not like $500 off your, your wallet. Yep, one time, no subscriptions, one-time payment. Yeah, I'll show you some of the, yeah, actually, let's do it. Let's do an AutoEdit demo. Thank you for asking. So this is how it works. So if you're editing music videos, right, you know how tedious it is, right? You have to sync all the takes, you have to cut it, edit it to the beat of the song, which is super painful. Then, of course, you have to add B-roll, and B-roll parts has like, shaky parts, blurry, unusable parts. And then, of course, lastly, you have to add visual effects. So I built AutoEdit that does all that for you. So let's do it. To access it, you just hit Window, Extensions, and it'll be right here in your panel. And then you can undock it like this. Let's just undock it for the time being. Hopefully it's still visible on my screen. Okay, so this is what I do. I select this, and then it's going to take me to a Finder window, and I select my music video folders. You see I have my music track right here. I'm just going to hit open this, and then I'm going to hit import performance takes. So performance takes are, the shots where your artist is performing the song, right? Like they're performing the song. You maybe do like, a couple of these. Oh, here's another one, just like we're trying to get some safeties. This is another one. I think this is another one. Yeah, you get the idea. These are my performance takes. So I select them. I'm going to do 4 for now for this test. And then I hit open. By the way, you can't drag and drop the files onto this thing or also break it, but you clicked it. You just click it, and then you can upload your files. Now, lastly, this is the coolest feature. I'm super excited, and we're releasing this literally, oh my gosh. You know what? We're going to release it this week. Yeah, I forgot. I don't know, speaking like next week, but it's coming out this week. So B-roll feature is for B-roll clips, obviously. For example, you have a clip like this, right? Smooth right here. Usable. Nope, not usable. I don't like this part. I'm readjusting the angle. Usable. This part's up, and then not usable anymore. I'm turning the camera off, right? How many parts of the video do you have like this in your entire like B-roll folder, right? They're just shaky, they're blurry, you're kind of like readjusting the camera. Are you ever going to use these parts? Hell no. But you have to manually go in and trim this out in Premiere Pro, and it takes a lot of time, especially if you're editing vlogs, even wedding videos, commercial videos, whatever. So here's another one right here, for example. Smooth, and then it kind of gets like shaky. So I'm going to select these, and then, oh, here's a car shot. That part, I'm not going to use this part, but I will use this part. This part is smooth. This part's usable, right? So it's just all about like finding the highlight moments. And now B-roll selector can automatically do that for you. So I hit open, and I'm going to hit continue. You can see instantly it's imported all the takes into my timeline right here. And I just hit Command. Oh, sorry. I just hit Command A. Okay, what happened? Oh, edit redo. There you go. I hit Command A, or select all of them, and then I go to clip, and then I hit audio actions, and then I hit synchronize. Should be under here. Oh, link, group, and synchronize. And then I hit synchronize right here. They kind of changed around some of the features in this Premiere Pro beta. And then I just hit mix down. Okay. Instantly it syncs all my takes, right? You know this. This is in Premiere Pro. Now, this is the cool part. So what it's going to do is it's going to take my music track that I uploaded, and it's detecting the BPM. So it's detecting the beat of the actual music, and it's going to give me, the beats per minute. And this way, it's really helpful. So you told me that it's 93.75 BPM, right, for this song. So that's our song. It's 93.75 BPM, and the reason why this is important is because you need the BPM to edit to the beat of the song, right? So there's a couple modes over here. You can change this from stair, manual, or random. And what these are the styles of editing do you want? Do you want it to go in a staircase? Do you want it to give you manual cuts, or just randomly alternate? And this is for cutting between the different performance takes. I'm going to hit stairs. I'm going to hit collapse, which is going to collapse all my video files into one bottom layer. And then lastly, I'm just make sure I select variation for the edit speed. What edit speed is basically how many cuts do you want? Do you want it to be super fast, chill, calm, whatever you want? And then I hit markers. Now I hit proceed to B-roll. So this part's even cooler. This is the newest feature that's coming out. So this basically affects how much shake is cut from the B-roll. If you put it on high, it's going to keep only the stablest, the smoothest shots. If you put it on low, for example, it will remove, or it'll keep a lot more camera shake, and you'll have a lot more shaky parts. For our case example, we only want really smooth shots. So I'm going to select it to high. I'm going to hit yes, this is a music video. Now I hit trim B-roll, and watch what's going to happen in my timeline. So first and foremost, it's going to trim the B-roll, which is going to take usually about honestly, depends on how much footage you have. Sometimes it can be several minutes. Let's say if you're uploading hundreds of clips. But for this case example, oh, there you go. It's less than a minute. So it says 50 seconds, and it overestimates as well. So it should be even a little bit sooner, hopefully. So it'll give you this progress, and then you kind of just wait it out, and then it will select your B-roll for you. Anyways, I'm waiting for it to select my B-roll, and then it will give me a full music. So it's going to give me two sequences. It's going to give me one sequence of just the B-roll, and then one sequence of my music video. So I'll try to, so there you go. You see our B-roll sequence, but then now let's go to the auto edit sequence. So it says it cut 34 seconds of shaky B-roll. And then over here, watch what's happening. Look at this. Boom. Instantly, it is cutting up my music video timeline, and then it's going to alternate between all the different shots, and it has green B-roll clips on the top over here. Dude, come on. Is this not crazy, no? So it's almost done, and then boom, just like that, it synchronizes and lines everything up. And there we have it. A rough draft of our music video. How much time would this take if you had to cut this up manually? We got some B-roll shots. You hear how that's on beat? Look at that. Oh my goodness. It does work offline. So it is able to, you don't need an internet connection. Yeah, it works offline. So we didn't stop there. We have a rough draft of our music video. This, I'm telling you, already alone as a music video editor, and there was a point in my career when I was doing crazy amounts of music videos. I do music videos every now and then as well, still, because I love the art. But there was a point when I was doing at least 5-6 music videos a week. It was insane. This was when I was 18, and I actually went on tour with Lil Baby to do it. And then yeah, so now we have this plugin that automatically does all that cutting for me, and I was just grinding my ass off, and 2 years ago doing this myself. Anyways, so add some effects and transitions. Yep. So let's do that. Let's add some effects. So I come over here to this this visual effects panel, and you can see I can hit AI or manual. Manual will just automatically apply the clips manually, the effects manually to wherever my playhead is. You saw that earlier, but what I'll do is I'll hit AI, and then I can add whatever effects I want. I like to use this in layers actually. So I'll show you what I mean. There's film burns. There's light. Let's do some light streaks. And then maybe we'll also add some, what else do you want to add? Yeah, it does everything. Maybe we'll do some CRT effects, yeah? Okay, we'll just keep it very light. We'll do 70% effect intensity, and this basically means how many effects do you want to apply to the entire timeline. 100% is going to be every single cut is going to have an effect. That's kind of a lot, so we'll keep it around like, 50, because, we want to still have effects. Watch what's happening on layer V7. You see it's instantly applying the effects. And then, if I play it out, we got some film light flashes, more film light flashes, CRT effects, what's over here, more film light flashes. Did I get any film burns? I should have got some film burns. There's some more CRT, but you get it. Oh, there's some film burns. There's a film burn, right? Like it's just stuff that you would be doing yourself manually, right? Like you'd have to do this manually anyways. And so this other thing that we've been getting when I've been promoting it, everyone's like, "Oh, you're taking away creativity from." Look at, there you go, some B-roll shots, and it removed the shaky parts. Yeah. Anyways, you get the idea. So now what's even cooler is you can get some camera shakes and you can add some camera shakes on it as well. So V7 right here, that's where my effects are applied. And the reason why I said I like to do it in layers is because I like to have camera shakes above my other effects so that it shakes with the effects. So I'm gonna hit camera shakes over here, just camera shakes, that's all. And then I increase the effect intensity to like 80%. And watch this. You gotta watch the timeline. It's insanity. So I hit add visual effects and watch. Look at V8. So you can see it's applying those little, I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of there you go. You can kind of see it now. Watch V8. Look at V8. You see it's adding the camera shakes right there. And it's going throughout the timeline. It's saying, please be patient. So we are waiting. And it's adding camera shakes at just like, every beat cut. So we have camera shakes on the transitions. And it's almost done. I think it's going to do one more round and add a couple more shakes again. But like I'm telling you, oh, there you go. Now it's done. So now if I play it out, look at that. Camera shakes instantly applied. There you go. There's another camera shake. Yo, on beat. Watch this part. Look at it. There's 3 over here. Oh my goodness. It's so crazy. It's still so crazy. We built this with a team, so it was me and 2 other people, but yes, it is a 11% product, and you can get it at, should be in the link in the description. Oh, I did not. I'll put in the link in the description. Yeah, anyways, that is the AutoEdit plugin. And that's basically what the AutoEdit plugin does. And now with also just, the new Premiere Pro beta effects, the film impact effects, you can really make some crazy looking effects super quick. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think overall. Look at, so effect like this. What if I wanted to add, like a VHS transition? I want to get rid of this camera shake. And then let's say I want to add, a VHS transition. I select these 2 clips. And then I scroll down over here to, where is it? Can I search? Oh, VHS damage, apply, let's move it down. There you go. So yeah, it's just super easily customizable. Let me put the link in chat. If you want to get AutoEdit, this is the website. But you can now edit your music videos 10 times faster. And this is my favorite demo. So you can see, like this is literally how long it takes, editing your videos manually yourself, and that's how AutoEdit performs. I am putting it in the chat. Yeah. 1 second. auto edits. Let me know what you think. So the B-roll feature, yeah, like I said, if you get it right now, you will get it for $99, and next week it's going to be $150. Like, I swear to God, I'm not even trying to be like salesy or like, oh, get it now for $99.99 or whatever. But like, we're actually raising the price on it because this B-roll feature, well, I spent a lot of money on it. I spent a lot of money to make this, but the B-roll feature is crazy. It's seriously, like, I use this for vlogs. I use this for commercial videos. You can use it for wedding videos. The use cases on B-roll detection is actually unlimited. I'm serious. So yeah, here's the link. There's the link to AutoEdit. If you want to check it out, yeah, let me know what you think. And once again, like I always say, we have a lot of customer support as well for it as well. Because the thing I also noticed, I'm not going to name call, not going to name drop, but a lot of other people, they'll make plugins, and the thing that kind of like pisses me off is that they don't care about the customers really, or like the users. Like it's like a money grab to some people. And honestly, I made this plugin because I just love making music videos, and we have like I am more than happy to reply to DMs all day if it's questions about auto edit or like, oh, I can't get it working, you know, like. I made it to edit music videos, and then now people are using this plugin to edit music videos across the world, and of course I'm going to help and respond to customer support. Anyways, all that to say, let me know what you think. Yes, you will get B-roll feature for $100. So yeah, that's why, because we include all lifetime updates in the current price. So if you buy a version, before the update, then it would kind of be like unfair if you're like, oh shit, like, well, I bought the plugin and then now you're not going to give me the update. So we do include the updates. We include all updates with the current price that you get it at. And so that's why it's kind of like, win-win, because so for example, we actually pre-sold this, and a lot of people got this plugin for $50, and this was before it was even out. So that was like huge steal. They basically just got $100 off the entire plugin, and now they're just getting constant updates. So that's kind of like, the incentive that we kind of use. But also it's been like a product. It's a product, or it was a product in development. Now finally with V2 this weekend, it's going to be like complete. And so it includes lifetime updates, to answer your questions. I don't know. It's still super cool to just watch this and like, yeah. Oh, so one other thing, I forget what the title of this live stream is. Rotoscoping in Premiere Pro. So yeah, that's new, right? There's so many more effects that I love to do and I want to test out. Unfortunately, it's just, look, I've tried out the rotoscope feature, and also, can you use it as a video for a tutorial? Yeah, sure. I will make a tutorial. I mean, I've had multiple tutorials on it before on my channel, but if you want to check it out, they're linked below. But yeah, thanks, appreciate it, Johan. Thanks for stopping in. Best of luck at training, and if you want to learn any more about the plugin, just feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram, and I can answer any other questions. Same goes to anybody else. But yeah, guys. So rotoscoping in Premiere Pro, that's new, right? So to use it, okay. Love Adobe products, love Premiere Pro. Sometimes though, some of the features in beta I kind of have a little bit of issues with, because they don't really work for me that much. So for example, Generative Extend, I actually still haven't really gotten to be able to use Generative Extend fully. So Generative Extend is, as you know, it generates the next few frames of your clips. Let's say if you don't have, that footage. So right now what it's supposed to be doing is supposed to be like generating the like another second to the end of the clip. Like, let's say you need to edit it on the beat of the song, and then you just don't have that footage. It's going to generate it. So currently, up until this day, I haven't been able to get it working really properly, but let's see if if it's able to run properly. That's generative extend. I'm using that as like a baseline. Rotoscoping right now, I feel like we're kind of in the same boat because generative extend came out a year ago, or almost a year ago, and yeah, it was just like beta testing is always just gonna have some bugs, no worries on that. But I would love to see the rotoscoping tool work like IRL. So I went to Amsterdam actually. Yeah, I said this already, but I went to Amsterdam and I got to see like the live demos of it and look really, really cool, honestly. I was super excited to, try it, but unfortunately haven't been able to get any crazy results. Let me see if I can show you guys some footage. Where is my file? LMNOP. Oh, here it is. Found it. Yeah, I took some clips at the booth. Oh yeah, there's also some crazy new After Effects stuff coming too. Honestly, they low-key kind of cooked. Yeah, so this was at Amsterdam.
Yeah, so you just see it's black and white like that. So that's the mask, and then we need to track it, right? So because
right, isn't that cool? It looks like it's rotoscoping in Premiere Pro. That's really sick. So anyways, I'm actually just kind of waiting for this generative fill thing to expand. Oh, another cool thing I want to show you guys. Oh. Yeah, it generated. It did generate. So you can see reel and then extra clips. It generated 1, 2, 3. It generated about 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can see like the AI generative right here. Like his zipper starts like tripping up. Like that's fake zipper, and then this is real, fake, real, fake, real, fake. But it does a relatively good job of like being able to generate the ends. Wow, that's cool. That's the first time I've ever been able to get generative extend to work. Anyways, rotoscoping over here. So this is the button that you click. It says Object Mask Tool, and yeah, it's essentially just means rotoscoping. I get this watch icon, however, and it kind of, stalls a little bit. I'm hopefully it will. Hopefully you'll be able to load up sooner, but. Yeah, I sick. Anyway, sorry, I got a random message. Yeah, anyways, I think it's a really cool feature, and I think they'll be able to get it working, but as at the moment right now, I haven't been able to get it working. What other thing I want to show you is that, so in Premiere Pro, opacity. Opacity. Now meet his evil twin. No, I'm just kidding. So opacity right now is the effect control for masking. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff going on right here in Premiere. Is it so much better than rotoscoping? I heard it was. I don't know. I'm being honest. Okay, so I showed you this video clip, right? You saw the clip. Where'd I put it? Oh, here it is. This is what I saw in Amsterdam. Like, it looks really good, no? Like that looks crazy. But I can't get this right now working on my application. So I think it's just it's like one of those things. It just needs time. Maybe give it a couple months, because like I said, I just got generative extend working for me like literally the first time, like just a few seconds ago, and it was announced a year ago. So who knows, maybe that's the timeline. I also hadn't actually really like had a super need for the generative extend as of recently, but rotoscoping would definitely be helpful in Premiere Pro. Like we're always doing dynamic link. That's what it looks like in the demo. So it looks relatively good. One thing I did request for actually is detailed edges, right? So hair, fabric, cloth, stuff like that is not able to be selected, and it's just going to get a hard mask. You can feather the entire mask, but you're not going to be able to get a hard mask. So, they're working on that. They, I trust them, but it looks really cool though, nonetheless. Anyways, that's that. I do want to show you this mask tool though. So the reason, another cool thing about this is that Adobe is moving away from masks. Yeah, masking takes so much time. It does. So Adobe's moving away from masks being in the opacity panel. And by the way, this is all disclosed stuff that I heard. Or no, yeah, publicly disclosed stuff that I heard at the conference. So this is like, I'm just hearing what all you guys are able to hear if you attend the live streams or whatever. Masking used to be an opacity, right? Like you used to find the little mask tool. Now, as you can see, it's not there. The reason being so is that they're moving masking to being a tool itself on the tool panel, which is really cool because that's the way how After Effects works. That's the way how Photoshop works. So why not Premiere works that way? You select the mask tool and now you can draw masks as like a separate thing, right? And then you can, the mask will now be added in opacity only if you make one, not you have to make the mask from opacity, if that makes sense. Kind of just a lot of technical runarounds. But anyways, you can now make masking just directly from that. And then you can also, on the bottom right here, there's this option where you can, change the overlays of it. It's kind of helpful if you prefer green overlays or whatever, and then black and white. So this tells you what's in the mask and black is what's outside of the mask. And I believe to select it, oh man, I actually forget on exactly how this part was selected. Oh yeah, that's how rotoscoping works. It's like, yeah, it's just the same as this track select forward. So it basically generates the first mask of your subject. So generate frame 1, and then they basically made the tracker tool right here a lot more advanced. Damn, I wish I could really get a good rotoscope like working right now, just so I can demo it on the live stream, because it's really cool. Like what I saw is really cool, and I genuinely believe that they have a pretty good working version. It just, needs a couple more minutes. You see right now, it's still loading. Come on, Adobe. Come in clutch. But yeah, anyways, you get the idea. I'm still really impressed by it. I think it's going to be really helpful, but more so is the fact that you can now just make these masks straight from like a tool itself, rather than it being, something that you have to make from the panel over here. And then, yeah, let's say if this was the rotoscope mask generated, you just hit track select forward, and then it automatically tracks, your subject or whatever. Anyways, that's not new. That's just like standard, but yeah, really cool. Let me know what you guys think. Is this something you think you'd be using? If not, let me know what suggestions you have, and I'll put in a word. I'll put in the word. But yeah, I think it's really cool. I'm kind of excited for that. And yeah, back to the film impact effects though, because I didn't even actually get to go over all of these yet. So it's also more user friendly with the other Adobe programs. Yeah, definitely, because it's like in sync. Okay, so one other cool thing I did want to show you is some of these film impact effects, crazy. Like, it's funny because I'm saying it's crazy. It's really just simple stuff, but it's super handy. So, for example, stroke. You've never been able to add stroke before in Premiere Pro. Now you can. You go to the film impact dashboard, which is free. It's going to be included inside Premiere. You hit apply, and then if you go to your effects and control panel, you see there is a stroke effect, and I can increase the size. And look at that. We have stroke on transparent objects. How handy is that? How many times? Come on. You can change this to whatever color you want, You can make stroke inside of Premiere. Wow. It's funny. Adobe mar effers be geeking over features like this, but this is super handy. And it's a relatively like clean mask as well. Like, it's not like sharp or pixelated around the edges. It's like a good clean stroke, and you can do multiple strokes, I believe, as well. So if you hit start fresh, also transparent animations. Yes, it can. So dude, I'm like geeking. There's a lot of like cool new features, especially with this film impact acquisition, particularly relating to motion graphics. I don't know why you ever need to use that, but cool. Stroke, dude, actually you do need to use stroke pretty like random, sometimes like randomly, or just it's helpful. It is very helpful. Let's say, for example, over here, like you have a clip and you want to edge around it or whatever. You want to add like a, it's just like random use cases, but it's still very helpful. Like you select the stroke and then instantly applies a stroke around the edge of your clip rather than you having to make like a mask or whatever. Just like that. Like you can do stuff like this where you wouldn't be able to normally do it before. You have to do it with like making a rectangle tool and then rounding the edges, and it's just a lot easier. Is that what I'm trying to get at? Oh, no stroke on animation. Yeah, but no. No. I think the stroke is handy. I definitely think stroke is handy. Oh, what's really cool, watch this. So there's an animated motion graphics tool. So let's say I have my logo right here, and then the next scene I just move it over here, right? And then what I can do is there's a motion graphics tool over here, so it'll automatically move it for me. Which one was it? Oh my goodness. It was not that one, that one. Smart animation, here you go. Yeah, so motion tween, that's what it's called. Select the 2 layers and then hit apply. And now, look at this. Dude, is that not crazy? Look at it, just moves the logo wherever I want to move it, like by splitting a frame, and I can adjust the transition. So this is what it looks like before, right? Like it just static and jumps, and then motion tween. You select it and you hit apply, and then look. Whoa, no? Is this not cool? Anyways, no stroke on animation. What codec do I use for music video ProRes? Sorry, I'll show you. Sequence settings. Right now I'm on Premiere Pro Beta, so it doesn't have a lot of my standard settings that I have on standard Premiere Pro. But I mean, these are the settings over here. I'm just on QuickTime, Apple ProRes. I use ProRes mainly for, I know you can't do it on Premiere, but I export a lot of transparent transparent videos on After Effects because I make effects obviously. But yeah, that's the codec I use. I use Apple ProRes 422 or XQ. There's like 5 different Apple ProRes codecs. Also, look at this. So they added a bunch of other crazy motion graphic stuff. So long shadow, right? let me make this on a white background here. I'll make it better for better visibility. So let's say I have my logo right here, and then I apply long shadow. It makes the shadow like 3D, so there's like connection between the shadow, and then that way if I go to my effects and control, I can go ahead and move the shadow so it's like longer, and it looks 3D. No, you see what I'm saying? That's super helpful. Like stuff like this, like I'm saying, it's just super helpful, and it makes things a lot easier than having to do this manually. That's cool. What else is there? They added a lot of the music video effects are just particularly the most helpful. I was demoing this kind of like earlier. Let me just go over a couple more. There's earthquake. So it is really cool because now there is a camera shake preset inside of Premiere Pro, and I don't have to constantly like create a new adjustment layer. So I go over here, I think it's called earthquake. So I can, if I don't know where it is, I can just of course search it. There it is, earthquake. Select the 2 layers, hit apply, and then boom, we got crazy camera shake going on. Let me just squeeze this down a bit so that we get a more consistent shake. Boom, camera shake, just like that. And if I want to, of course, adjust the intensity of it, I can do so as well. So let's say I want to do the wiggle position like way more, I can do that to 100, and then it gets really crazy camera shakes like that. And you can adjust it for however much longer you want it. It just makes it like, just camera shake effects already built in Premiere. There's also other stuff. Let me see. There's the zoom. I went over the zoom one. Which one did I not go over? Swipe. There's like a grunge. No. There's like a swipe effect. I'm looking for it. I want to say it's like a zoom. That's a directional blur. Oh, stretch. Stretch or roll works. So like let's do roll for example. I hit apply, and then I can just squeeze this down. Like I said, all our music video effects are literally just all these effects, but like over the span of 10 frames. Look at that. This is easy. Maybe I'll make it a little bit longer like that. There you go. Just easy, simple stuff. And then if you want to add, like I said, a glitch effect over it to make it even crazier, you can do that. You can do whatever you want. It's super easy. And if you still want to, you can use camera shake effects, or you can use like our camera shake applier that's built inside the AutoEdit plugin, like this, and then boom, instantly you get a camera shake. Yeah, just editing's about to become a lot easier, guys. Oh no, chat is disconnected. Chat is disconnected. Yeah, anyways, let me know what you think about these film impact effects. I'm super hyped. Oh, another thing I didn't go over is some of these like glint. There's a lot of crazy new glow effects and emulators as well. So, for example, let me find a good clip over here where he's like, I'm trying to. I guess this is a good example. So like stars right here on the roof. You can take this glow effect on the film impact dashboard, and there is a star filter now. It's called glint. And I used to have to make this with the real filter. Now I hit apply, and look at that. We get star effect filters applied onto all of our little stars, and it's made with just the click of a button. I think that's really cool. There's also, like I said, the glow, which makes everything glow as well. That's a very subtle one. I don't think you can tell that one. Volumetric raise. Oh, that's what it's called. Volumetric raise. So that one's really cool. So this one basically adds like a shine, like an outward shine. You see that? Before, after. Oh, you can't do after. After. No, is this not cool? This is a sapphire level effect inside of Premiere Pro. Anyways. Hello. Do I shoot videos or do I just edit and effects? I shoot videos. I do shoot videos. I will say I've like moved less away from shooting videos, but I do still shoot videos. I still get requests a lot to shoot music videos. I've just actually been trying to stay editing more because number one, I like editing more, and I get to sit down. It's not like, you're not on set, you're tired, your back's hurting, you're carrying all this gear. But if it's a cool project, I'm always gonna be down to work on something. Anyways, yeah, there's other stuff in here, just like very simple stuff. Vignettes. This is a vignette effect. You can go ahead and increase the vignette itself, make it lighter or darker on the edges. Simple stuff. Like I said, it's kind of funny because it's like you'd think it'd be kind of crazy for Adobe to acquire something like this. You're like, oh, well, they already have it. No, they don't. they actually don't. This one is a focus blur, so it adds it adds a blur only on the edges, and then everything in the center is still in focus, right? That's helpful. Like stuff I would do. Oh, this one's cool. Look at this. It makes everything like all the highlights, it echoes them. That's trippy. That is definitely trippy. And then I went over the glint effects already. Glint effects looks really cool. This always looks cool. I used to shoot with a star filter like on all my shoots, and then I don't know, I kind of just got bored of it. But some people are still real. It's star filter is like an art form. Let me see if I can find another good example where I can use it. Oh, this is cool. Look, watch this. This will definitely show it. Glint, boom. No glint. Glint, no glint. Bloom. Oh yes, bloom. Okay, so I don't know if you know, but hey, I'm new in the industry. Can you help me to get clients and manage all this stuff? Yes. So I mean, it depends on what you're trying to shoot, of course, but I actually do have a oh my goodness. I actually do have a tutorial called How to Get Photo Passes for festivals, shows, whatever you want. And it breaks down like the 3 types of passes that there are. That's how I can only give you advice onto like, what I would do differently in my career. I started off editing videos, and then I did concerts and events, and then that kind of led to me doing, more music videos and like bigger artist record label related stuff, because it was easier for me to get in doing concerts and event videography rather than going from scratch. But yeah, that's what I did. I would say it depends on what you want to do. If you like shooting concerts or events, then by all means go for it. But if you don't, then, yeah, pick whatever you want. But my main piece of advice is do cold outreach. Like, you have to DM, and there's going to be a lot of DMs that you're going to have to send out, and you're probably not going to get replies to. But that's really like the only thing that I would just advise to other people, because you're going to reach out to a lot of people, and most people are not going to respond or say no. But the thing is, like, you never know until you ask, and you won't like get until you ask, essentially. So you have to put yourself out there and just kind of like go at it. And for a long time, people probably won't respond to you. But as long as you're just posting your work and constantly doing outreach from the beginning, this is what I'm talking about from like the beginning perspective, definitely pays off, because you might be on your 300th email or 300th DM and like feel like you want to give up, but who knows, maybe the 301st person is the person who's going to respond to you. So that's what I would tell myself, because there's a lot of moments where I was like, oh my goodness, I'm just doing all this outreach, nobody cares, like, is this even working? Like, this just feels like I'm going nowhere. But, oh, look at this. What do you know? Favorite quote of the decade. I cannot lose if I do not give up. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. 1 second, guys. I got like a bunch of oil or grease on my hand. 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. I am back. Okay, so yeah, if that answers your question, let me know. But yeah, just outreach. Do cold outreach. It's definitely worth it and definitely pays off. Let me see if I can make some other cool stuff. Oh, so one thing I was trying to mess around with is a depth effect. So it looks like they have their own depth effect in here, which if you don't know, so look, I'll show you. Depth effect in AE scripts. Boom. So this is depth scanner, and depth scanner is really cool because it basically is able to tell if things are in front or behind, or how close they are to the footage. You can see like how this example looks crazy, right? Like they're walking through the text. How do they do that? Well, it uses like an AI model, which essentially detects how close or far a clip is, and then it creates what's called a depth map, which is basically something that looks like this, where it's like white and foggy, and the white parts are the closer parts of the footage and dark parts are farther away. And then what's cool about this is that you can use this to add stuff like haze, or you can add stuff like even motion blur, like even depth of field as well. So let's say if everything in the background is black, then that part will just be blurry, and so forth. Anyways, you get the idea. This is what depth effect is, and now it's inside of Premiere Pro, which is even crazier. So it's called compound blur, but I wonder if you can get the depth effect just straight from it. So let's just try it and test it out. I'm gonna hit apply, and I think it applied. Yeah, okay, so here's our compound blur. And let's see. Oh, there's this cool feature where it says surprise me, which you can just mess around with the settings. Blur layer. Oh, I have to set it to the blur layer. So we're in V1, and then I hit blur amount. So as you can see, it's kind of working to an extent. Like, it's able to tell that this stuff right here is definitely in the background. It kind of is blurring out the subject's face a bit, but also I will have to admit, this is like not the best lit shot as well, like the best example of lighting. Let me try it with another music video clip that I have over here. So I got this clip of Wham, and then let's do this. Apply. Let's see if it's able to do a depth map. The thing is, I actually just wanted to make the depth map more than the blur itself. So you can see it's able to tell somewhat, to an extent, that his hair isn't closer range of view, but everything else in the background is blurry. It just does a really like an artificial depth of field. I think it's a little bit, it's like a work in progress. Depth itself, so it's able to get the hair for sure. It definitely knows the hair is in closer range. The weight is not working so much, but you can see it's making an artificial depth of field, which is kind of cool, in my opinion. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, you should try. I agree. It just mainly is up to what you like. And if you like to shoot, you know, this applies to anybody. Anybody who's watching. Whatever you love the most, go and do it. That's actually a Laser Dim quote. There's a Laser Dim song. It's called WTM Laser Dim. Whatever you love the most. You love the most. Anyways, whatever you love the most, go and do it. Because, yeah, you only got one life, and you know it's irresponsible to not do what you love. Here you go. I want to make this like a quote and put it on a t-shirt. Whatever you think you love the most, you better go and do it. Laser Dim. And it's like in a very like elegant font, like in a Times New Roman with like a dictionary type like quote, you know, make them like anyways. That's all I have to say. Because yeah, and you don't know what you love, and if you don't, you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. Experiment. You have to experiment. You just mess around with everything. Just like Otami said in the chat, you just gotta, if I pronounce your name right, sorry. You just have to experiment and try things. Like you don't know what you like until you do it. So most people are afraid to even get started, and I think that's why most people stay in like a state of paralysis. But if you just like rapidly test and fail, there's like this also another, I think it's a Mr. Beast quote or whatever, but it's like the first to failure is the first to succeed or whatever. It's like you just have to like think of your life as like a science experiment, and just like constantly just like boom 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 boom, like I'm gonna do, and then like don't like this, oh I like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, I do like this. And some people get till like they're 40 and 50 until they finally do all the experiments. But the goal is really to do all the experiments as fast as possible, because then that way you can spend the most of your time that you have here on this planet doing things that you actually do enjoy. I'm not a life counselor, but I'd be a pretty damn good one. No, I'm just playing. Anyways, oh guys, I didn't even show you. We have a title card applier inside the AutoEdit visual effects applier. So look at over here. If you select this and go to the last tab of the AutoEdit tab, and you go to title cards, you can just automatically apply a title. Oh fuck! What the hell? Oh, I hit the I need help. So you hit insert at playhead. And then instantly, wait, it's gonna say media offline. Mr. Beast, GG. Yeah, I can pull quotes. I can pull quotes. Trust me. That's like one of my superpowers. Anyways, you get an instant title card just like that, right? And then you can go ahead and change the text to whatever you want, like my title. Boom, like that. And then you have a title card. And there's a bunch of different templates in here that come preloaded. Some of them are even animated. Look at this. This is not cool. And then you can change this title to like, yeah, whatever you want it to be. That. And it kind of has like some sound effects on it as well. And then you can, of course, reposition it. Dude, I don't know if you see what's going on my screen, but this UI is like really messed up right now. I think they got, yeah. I mean, there's a reason why it's Premiere Pro Beta, but oh yeah, this is not good. I'm able to see like some of the, I don't even know which setting this is or what effect it is, but it's like through my UI, and it's really hard to see what I'm working with right now, but you know, you kind of get the idea. I can like scale this down like this. Yeah, anyways, customized title cards. That's cool. Oh my goodness. I'm going to be on for another 30 minutes. I kind of have a couple other calls to handle today. I like to do my days in like maker and manager sessions. So some days I really feel like creating a lot. So then I'm going to spend that day as much as possible, like not handling Discord calls, not handling Google Meets, not handling live streams or recording. Or I can record, but like I have to be making stuff like the whole day. And that's what works best for me. But then some days it's like, oh, I just made a lot of stuff the other day, so I'll handle all my calls, my meetings, my stuff like that. Anyways, I was kind of just going over using some of these VHS clips right now to show off the like CRT effects that we have. So this one right here, there's a couple cool things I love about this plugin, which is why I genuinely think it's the best plugin ever. So there's a bunch of preloaded presets that already come inside of AutoEdit, which makes it, and they're also customized for AutoEdit as well. So it makes it like 10 times worth of value, because you're pretty much getting like 10 preset packs that automatically apply themselves to the timeline inside one plugin, and it automatically edits your music video for you. It's like so much stuff, so much value. Like I seriously think we built the most valuable plugin ever. And then it's super hard, because how am I supposed to advertise this when I genuinely think this is like there's so many things to talk about. Anyways, you can colorize these CRT effects as well by using like an optical glow, and then you can get some really cool looking like I don't know, whatever you want to make, you can make it. It's cool. That's why I work with little to non-text edit. Oh, one other thing I did not show off actually on the film impact dashboard. A lot of people are talking about this. This is the biggest thing that people are talking about, is typewriter effect. Dude, typewriter effect, huge. So you just select the layer. Wait, why? Oh, you have to apply the text first. My bad. So let's say you have a text right here, right? Text. So you have this text, and you want to make it like have that typewriter style animation, right? But in Premiere Pro, you can't do that unless if you have the Mogurt from After Effects. And it's just like, I have my own Mogurt After Effects typewriter animation. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of us do, but now you can just apply this to your text layer, and look at this. Wow. Is that not cool? Or you can do it faster. Boom. Instantly. It's just a effect. Yo. That's so cool. IMO, that's super cool. Saves a lot of time. And then of course, if you want to add some effects to it, you can, but just showing just how cool it is. There's a lot of new things coming to Premiere. I'm super excited for. Yeah, let me know what you guys are most excited for, and if you also have any other career questions or just questions related to music video editing or how to get gigs or how to get clients, we'd be happy to help. I want to say the last person who asked about the career thing, did they say something about clients? Oh, how to get clients. I don't know if I even answered that fully, but to answer your question, is how to get clients. Yeah, it's like I said, just cold outreach, and then also posting the other thing I do want to emphasize on is posting your work. You have to post your work, because people will not know about you, or they will care about you, or they will not care about you if you don't post your work. Like we have such a lucky advantage to be alive right now, that we live on social media and Instagram, and everybody can just see your stuff. But you not posting is like you deliberately saying, I don't want to have a successful career or whatever. If you're trying to do editing, you have to be posting your work. It's just not, there's no workaround to it. That's all. That's like the most important thing I'd recommend saying. But yeah, you get the idea. Look at, if I apply glint effect here, look at that. Whoa. What about right here? Whoa. Anyways, I can mess around with this all day. Oh, here's camera shakes. I found it. Camera shakes. So you can apply this to your layer, and boom, instantly you can get some crazy camera shakes. Especially if you have tripod shots that are still and they need footage, they need like shakiness added to them. So let's find a tripod shot. Here's a tripod shot. Smooth, it's stable, it's still the entire time. Now we can select it, we can hit apply camera shake, and look at this. And now moves. Super cool. You can even, of course, adjust the amount of strafe as well. So if you wanted to move left and right more, you can do that. Just a wiggle. It's just expressions, but inside of Premiere. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Will you be using sorry, blinked out, film impact effects for your next edit? Let me know. I think it's pretty cool. I will do one last AutoEdit demo that's on my Notion to-do list right now before I hop off. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've kind of been getting like a really bad sore throat. I thought I could make it after this Europe trip like fine, but I don't know. I think it took a toll on me. Okay, so for those of you who weren't here earlier, this is AutoEdit. So editing music videos, as I mentioned before, is extremely difficult. It's extremely time consuming, and it can just take up a lot of your time before you even get to the creative parts. And then it's super annoying because let's say you're super excited to shoot to edit a video. Like you're like, bro, I just shot this crazy music video. All the shots were fire. Like, you know, we got all this crazy B-roll. But then you spend the first 40 minutes of your edit like literally just syncing clips, or, you know, doing all this dumb stuff like editing to the beat of the song, adding visual effects, stuff like that. And then when you finally finish trimming all the B-roll, doing B-roll selects, syncing all your performance takes, you're just really burned out. It's like 5 hours in, you're like, man, like I don't even care about the creative parts, the effects, whatever. Like it's annoying, and it takes away from your creativity, it takes away from your time. So we built this plugin which automates, and it creates a very simple rough draft, so that way you can actually focus all in on creativity. This is what AutoEdit looks like. There's 3 tabs. The first tab right here is for you to upload your music track, which, by the way, you have to click on it. You cannot drag and drop the file like this. If you do, I'll show you what happens. Oh, it's because I'm on the window finder. But yeah, nothing actually happens. You have to click on it like this and you hit open. That's how it works. Oh, maybe it is because I did just drag and drop it. So yeah, as you see, do not drag and drop it. It will crash it. But you just go to Window, Extensions, AutoEdit, and just reopens. So I hit upload, and then I go over here and I hit music file, and then I get something urgent. Yeah, nothing urgent. Okay, so yeah. Oh, this is a lyric. Yeah, I uploaded my music track, and then I upload my performance takes over here, and I will add this. So I'll select these files, select these, and I hit open, and then I hit import B-roll, and then I hit this, and the B-roll clips right here are the clips where, you know, these are not performance shots, but, you know, most B-roll shots, you have stuff where it's like, oh, it's shaky right here. I'm like kind of repositioning the camera. Or then now I'm going to turn off the camera and then it's shaky again. Am I ever going to use those? Hell no. But it takes a ton of time, and it can be an absolute pain in the butt to trim all these shaky parts of your B-roll out, especially if you have hundreds, sometimes even thousands of B-roll clips. So what we did is we built a tool that can automatically detect camera shake, and it will basically find highlight moments based off of how shaky they are. So it basically makes the process of selecting B-roll a lot easier. I'm gonna select 4 B-roll shots just for a test. Now I'm gonna hit continue. Automatically, you can see it instantly applies everything in our timeline, one clip after another, and color codes it. I'm going to hit Command A to select everything, and then I'm going to synchronize them. In Premiere Pro, you can right click it and you can hit synchronize, but we're in actually you can do it right here as well. Just hit link group and synchronize. Synchronize, and then hit mix down and hit OK. Now everything is synchronized to the beat of the song. Hello, how's it going? What's up? What's up, chat? What's up, chat? Do you guys do that thing where you're talking in real life and then you'll just be like, chat, what are we thinking? Or is that just me? Anyways. So yeah, I synchronized everything, and then now it's telling me, yeah, to synchronize, and I hit next. So now what it's going to do is really cool. It's going to detect the BPM of the song. So let's say my song right here, it tells me 93.75 BPM. That's the beat of the song. Why is this important? In music video editing, you have to edit to the music video. Hello, Russia. Oh, hello from Russia, twin. I was like, what am I reading? What's up? What's up, Russia? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. Hello from America, twin. So yeah, when you're editing music videos, you have to edit it to the beat. You want it to be, on the cut, right at the chorus. I want the right there. I want to cut, and I want it to like cut to the right. I want it to cut like that. But I have to do that manually. You just saw me do that manually. I have to cut it. I have to listen to it. It takes up so much time. A robot can automatically edit to the beat for you. Did you know that? And it will actually be way more accurate and a lot more automated and faster as well. So all you have to do is you hit stairs. You can go ahead and adjust some of these settings. They can be like stairs, which is going to cut between your music video takes based on the chronological order, and then you can hit collapse, and this will just basically collapse everything down into one layer when it's done. When editing music videos, how do you find the balance between cutting to the beat and still keeping strong visual story? Perfect. I'm super glad you asked that question. This page is literally how I do that. So, sorry. What this page basically does is it's telling me, you have music video takes, you have performance takes, which are these shots where the person is performing to the song, right? But you have like 4 of them, and you want to make sure you cut between all of them evenly, correct? So what this basically lets you do is if you hit edit type, and you can see stairs, manual, and random. If you want to maintain 100% full creative control, I recommend going with manual, and you'll see what it looks like when I hover over this. Manual will just apply cuts at every beat of the BPM and not actually choose any clips for you. I like to do it stairs because it guarantees that I will get an even distribution of all the performance takes. I usually like to keep things fast paced. You want every 2 seconds to be like, something new, something valuable that people are going to be getting from this. So, like that's really important to me when I'm editing music videos. So how I maintain that is I use the staircase pattern, and then I just click variation over here, which is going to detect the edit speed. So when you're talking about how do I find the balance between cutting to the beat, this is what the edit speed is. I broke it down literally into an algorithm of like, okay, there's fast, calm, and chill, right? Calm, for calm, slow songs, I want to make it very longer cuts. There's going to be less time. There's going to be more time in between all the cuts. Faster cuts, there's going to be a lot more cuts. So, you have a net spend Osama type song. It's going to be, you're going to have more cuts. But if you have like a Taylor Swift or like Levy, how do you say her name? Levy song, it'd be like a calm type cut, right? So you can just go ahead and choose that however you want. I'm just going to click variation because I want a mix of all these cuts. And then I'm going to hit markers. And markers are just basically going to add markers to the BPM of the song, just like that. And now that I have everything selected, I just hit proceed to stairs edit. Now it's going to take me to the B-roll page. And this is really cool. So this is going to determine how much B-roll clips I want to include and how much shakiness do I want to remove from my B-roll as well. So let's say I have a lot of shaky parts in my B-roll. I want to set this to a high setting, and it will only keep the smoothest parts of my B-roll ever. Medium will keep, like a good amount of shake still in it. And then how do you keep fast-paced music videos from feeling too chaotic while still matching the energy of the song? I use back to that last page. I use the variation panel. So that's how I keep everything still matching the energy. The BPM will always stay the same because the song BPM was just a constant, and there will always be 50 beats per minute or 100 beats per minute, let's say. But how many times do you want to make a cut at each of those beats? Let's say it's 50 BPM, but I only want to cut like, every 2 beats, and then I get a slower pace song. But if it's a faster pace song, I want to beat every 1 beat. It's kind of hard to explain verbally, but I'll show you. Could this editing software help with YouTube Shorts? It could. It could help with B-roll if you have B-roll in YouTube Shorts that you shot yourself. So I'll just show you. I'm gonna hit trim B-roll, and this is what it's gonna do. It's gonna trim out all the shaky parts of the B-roll. One quick thing I wanna mention is like this is not generative AI, and I actually am relatively not against generative AI, but I am pro AI automation workflows. So this is what I see, and this is my thoughts on like right now in the current state of editing. Everybody's talking about AI. Is AI going to replace editors? Is AI going to this? Is AI going to that? Okay, so you can see it just made a sequence right now where it trimmed out all the shaky parts of my B-roll. And now if I go back to my main music video comp, it's going to begin automatically cutting my music video to the beat of the song. This part is specifically made for music videos. If you're a music video editor, you know how painful this is, and you know that you do this yourself manually all the time. It takes up so much time. So now you can automatically do that with just a click of a button. And I forgot to hit, is this a music video? It's all right. So it didn't add the B-roll to my music video timeline, but it's okay. It's not a problem because I have all the B-roll selects right here in this timeline. So you can see, oh my gosh, don't do full screen. No, nobody said full screen right now. I'm gonna put this right there. So you can see right here, these are my B-roll clips, and it has trimmed out all the shaky parts, right? Look at that. Guys, look at this. So this is the clip before. Right after this part, it gets pretty shaky, right? And it cut it out. It cut it out for me. This clip right here, really smooth. This clip right here, another smooth clip. Okay, there's some shake right there, I will admit. But in terms of how much time it saves, yeah, this is definitely huge. This is definitely a game changer because I have to manually go in and trim all these shaky parts myself. Look at the moment I start moving over here, it gets all shaky, and it managed to cut that part out. So it gives me a good base starting point for highlights and B-roll selects. Now I can go ahead and add visual effects. So we're not done. We didn't stop there. We can add camera shakes. We can add glitch effects, transitions, whatever you want with just the click of a button. This, Ezra, to answer your question, yeah, as I said, if your shorts have B-roll in it, then yes, go for it. But if not, then I wouldn't recommend using it for shorts. If you do want to edit shorts, I recommend using Firecut by Sahil. Sahil made this. He's one of my friends, and he made this plugin called Firecut, which automatically removes all the repetition and like transcribes shorts and adds captions. Goated plugin for shorts. Go with that. But if you're editing music videos, you want to use AutoEdit. If that answers your question. But if you have B-roll in your shorts, then use AutoEdit as well. Let's go ahead and add some camera shakes. So I'm gonna hit this AI mode, and I'm gonna select camera shakes. Right? I check camera shakes. And then I hit effect intensity. Let's do 78% effect intensity. And now I'm going to hit apply. And you're going to see what's going to happen in this timeline. On layer V6, it's automatically creating adjustment layers with camera shake keyframes. So in that way, you have a base rough draft of a music video with shake effects applied with, there's transitions between all these cuts. It makes it just super easy to get a rough draft of your music video in just a few clicks. Do I color grade? Yes, I do. I use Dehancer Pro, which is a plugin. They actually just gave me one of their bags. Hopefully I brought it back. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Dehancer. I got this in Amsterdam. This is really cool. I think his name... Oh, man, I need to watch this. Anyways, Dehancer gave me a tote bag, and I love using Dehancer. This is my color grading plugin, or not mine, but the color grading plugin that I use. Anyways, yeah, I do color grade, but on Premiere Pro, standard. I'm on Premiere Pro beta right now. So you see it automatically applied all those camera shakes for me. Is this not crazy? Wow. Wow. Still ceases to amaze me. It automatically created a rough draft of my music video in like minutes. This is just still super cool to me. Anyways, that's what it does. That's what it does. That's what AutoEdit is able to do in just a couple clicks. And then on top of that, there's a bunch of other effects that you can still add over here. So let's say I want to add film burns. I can check that, and then I will do film borders as well. I can also check that, and then I hit effect intensity, and I hit apply, and then instantly it is going to apply those film effects to my topmost layer. I'm going to move camera shakes one layer up so that it affects the film burns as well. Now we have like film borders and film burns. Yeah, so cool, no? Anyways, let me know what you guys think. We got 8 more minutes left on the stream. I told myself I'm gonna be on the stream for an hour and 30 minutes, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think it's I'm really excited to continue scaling this, and we're just gonna be we're always taking in feedback and support and requests. And also, if you end up getting the plugin and if you ever need help, there's a support button, which most plugins don't have. Like, as simple as it seems, most people don't have this. And then that way you can go ahead and insert your issue that you're facing, or if you need help with anything, and then we'll reply as fast as we possibly can, usually within 24 hours. Yeah, anyways, that's pretty much that. That's how AutoEdit works. Oh, there's a title card applier. I didn't even get to go over that. Title card applier. I hit title card 1, insert it, and now we have title cards that we can use. We can customize them to whatever we want. You can say my name, and then boom, custom title cards at the click of a button. I think that's super cool. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think, and let me know what you think about the film impact effects as well. Those are super crazy. Yeah, it's honestly overall just very, very hyped. Okay, sorry, I was just making sure I went over some emails. Okay, we're good. Let me know what you think. And if anybody wants to join the Discord or wants to submit their edits there for review, the video said reviewing your edits, and then nobody actually submitted their edits anyways, so I mean, it kind of not worked out, but like, if you want me to review your edits, put it in our Discord channel. We have a feedback forum, so you can join our Discord, and then I'll get around to them today or tomorrow and provide feedback, what I think you can do to improve your edits or whatever. But just make sure to join the Discord, because yeah, that's where you can get some feedback if you're looking for that. Anyways, that's my plugin. I think that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. And then the film impact effects as well were super cool. I'm going to be making a couple more tutorials this week. If you have any other effects or ideas that you're looking for or need oh, how is this made? Or I would like a tutorial on this effect or whatever. Let me know. Let me know. Shoot me a Discord DM. Always happy to help out. But other than that, thank you guys so much. I'm sorry. My throat is like really hurting right now. I'm telling you, I was fine. I was literally chilling, made it throughout the entire trip, and then got home today. It's just like, oh no, it's hitting me. And I think I'll be fine. But it's not good because I have this New York trip coming up on Friday, and I really cannot be sick. Like, this is like the worst. It's, you always get sick at the worst possible time. But yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. But thanks again so much for hopping on. I appreciate you guys as always. Submit your edits in the chat. Check out the AutoEdit plugin. Until then, happy editing. I'll catch y'all